They're unsightly, painful, and millions of Americans are suffering with them. I'm talking about varicose veins, but there are ways to get rid of them with little downtime. Here to talk about treatment options is Dr. Kulbhushan Sharma. He's the founder and medical director at Arizona Vein and Laser Institute. It is so good to see you. You have 15 years of experience in treating venous and vascular disease. Why is it so important that we find a specialist who is experienced in treating varicose veins?
Because the venous problems are related to the vascular system of the body. And unless you have a vascular surgeon who has experienced all the problems with the blood flow system, then only he can evaluate properly what the problem is, because the symptoms can be related to some other problem and not only to the venous problem.
Well, what are varicose veins? What causes them to start bulging and of course, provide discomfort for us?
Okay, in simple terms, the blood has to go back to the heart. Since as human beings we are always upright, so the blood has problem going up to the heart. There are some certain valves in the veins which help the blood flow. Once these valves get damaged, the blood cannot go up to the heart and it stays in the veins. That causes the varicose veins.
Well, so many people are just living in pain, living with varicose veins, and I'm talking about men and women, because they have a fear of surgery. Does this treatment hurt? Because in years past, scraping was the only way to get rid of it.
No, I have been doing this vein treatments for last 15 years, and I have refined my procedures so much that it's almost painless. So patients don't have any pain. It's done under local anesthetic in my office. They can drive themselves back to their work or home.
How in the world have we come so far? I mean, from what used to be, people would be off their feet for days. So you're saying I can come in on my lunch break, have this procedure done, and then drive home?
Absolutely.
And you do it in the office? How does it work?
We do it in the office under local anesthetic.
Okay.
So it doesn't affect any of your movements.
And let's talk a little bit about the procedure itself. I mean, is it one treatment? Do we come multiple times? If we have two legs, obviously, you do one leg and then the other leg. What happens? Do you pinch the nerve? What is the actual procedure?
The procedure is, it depends on how many veins are bad veins. So we treat them one at a time. What we do, after the local anesthetic is given, we put the laser fiber inside the vein and burn this vein down. We leave the vein there, and the body will make some scar tissue and close these veins down completely.
Who's a good candidate?
All patients are candidates. If you have symptoms, I have treated patients up to 90 years of age who had ulcers because of the varicose veins.
And what are some of the symptoms that we will experience? I mean, we talked a little bit about it a moment ago. You know, your legs are going to be, they're unsightly, obviously. What are some other signs we may see?
Very common symptom is the leg swelling. It happens during the day. The legs feel very achy. They feel tired. Many patients have cramps at night or even at daytime. And these are the symptoms, very common symptoms. Some patients come to me with the restless leg syndrome.
And that's when your legs just can't sit still?
That's right. And I have seen that about 25% of my patients, after the vein treatment is done, their symptoms are relieved completely.
Completely relieved.
Yes.
in one treatment.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming in, Dr. Sharma. And Arizona Vein and Laser Institute is offering the first 20 callers to pick up the phone a free vein screening. Dr. Sharma will talk to you about your symptoms, and he will make further recommendations if you need it. They're located at 5620 West Thunderbird Road. That's Suite D2 in Glendale. To book an appointment, call 602-298-8346. And they've opened a second location in Avondale at 13065 West McDowell Road, Suite A103. Call 623-249-2710 if you'd like to go to that office. Or you can visit them online at ArizonaVeinandLaser.com.